Querétaro is in the sweet spot where the dry north and the lush south meet right in the middle, and a region perfect for vineyards and dairy farms is born.
Finally, we're visiting La Ruta del Vino y Queso, or wine and cheese route for our English-speaking friends. This is a part of my country that I always wanted to visit.
I know. Wine, cheese, the joys of being in Mexico. Life can't get much better than this. I'm Juliana.
I'm Martin.
And this is the Ruta de Vino y Queso. Querétaro is certainly not like Napa, Tuscany, or any other wine region you know. It's unpretentious and, well, uniquely Mexican. Nestled 2,000 feet above sea level and known as one of the closest wine regions to the equator, it's not easy making wine here, but if you work with the climate you have, you end up with slow ripening grapes rooting deeply in the mineral-rich soil, resulting in wines with enhanced complexity and minerality. Sparklings and rosés are some of the highlights.
Mexican wine is starting to gain international attention, but it's been here for centuries. This long-standing tradition has given rise to several prominent names in the wine industry. But that's not where we begin the story. We heard whispers about a newer, smaller player that has been quietly making waves in the region.
This is not like a vineyard you ever visited before. The way that they do things over here, completely different.
Ever heard of that story, Jack and the Beanstalk? Well, this vineyard is a modern winemaker's version of that. Imagine this. Back in 2011, a family decided, almost on a whim, to see if they could turn a patch of their land into a vineyard. The first attempt, a complete bust. Those grapes just wouldn't take. But not ones to give up, they tried again in a different spot on their property, and bam, these vines shot up, practically tending themselves, and the awards came pouring in.
San Juanito has more awards than any other vineyard we visited. Yet, meet the owner, and you'd never guess it. Humility is in his blood. We stopped by for a tour and to chat with the owner, who preferred to stay off camera, and got an incredible tour of the property and more insight into the winemaking process that we'd had before. And it's not just because we have a camera. We came here because we heard they treat everybody like family.
Llevamos, bueno, hasta la semana pasada teníamos 102 premios internacionales. Y justo antier nos acaban de dar de Guía Peñín, que nos calificaron todos los vinos arriba de 90 puntos. Entonces yo creo que ahorita ya llegamos arriba de 110, a lo mejor vamos 112 o 14. En California nos nombraron, y ese sería muy interesante por ser California y lo de Napa,
Sí.
el mejor viñedo Malbec
Wow.
de México.
Wow. But he points out that it's not these awards he's most proud of.
No es de la calidad del vino, es un reconocimiento por la huella de carbón, carbono neutral.
Sí, yo leí de eso. Sí.
Es el primer viñedo mexicano en carbono cero y el segundo en Latinoamérica.
Wow, qué padre.
Justo ahorita estamos renovando el próximo año.
While the region is known for sparklings and rosés, the Cabernet Sauvignon is not to be missed here. I'm a Cab guy, with my favorite being Camus, but San Juanito's bottle absolutely can compete, and is without a doubt the best Mexican wine I ever tried. The tour here is 2 hours and includes 3 tastings for a total cost of 300 pesos. But here's the real highlight, how you get around.
I can't think of a better way to see a vineyard. This tour has been so cool. It's not at all what we expected. I mean, we're on the back of a four-wheeler right now. And we thought it was just gonna be like an hour long. We have been here for a couple hours and they are so nice, family run. Such great hospitality.
Actually, it's a dream. I know we already mentioned it in the previous video, but this is a dream.
Yep, definitely. And totally different vibes too from Valle de Guadalupe, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
Yep. I really like it.
Yeah.
I really like this place.
Off to a good start. You guys may not realize this, but we live really close to Napa. I mean, our dog is named Napa, okay? Where on earth are you gonna ride on the back of a four-wheeler in Napa? This is like the type of, this is so Mexico, right? This is like that type of personal attention, family run. We're really getting to see the place.
This is the real experience.
¿Qué crees que esta región está haciendo diferente que otras regiones de vinos?
Voy a empezar un poquito más atrás.
Sí.
Cuando llegaron los españoles a América, llegaron por México. Y de aquí las misiones fueron subiendo hasta Baja California, California, etcétera, pero pasaron por aquí. Fue los primeros lugares donde hubo vino.
¿En qué año?
Pues, o sea, a lo mejor 1580 o 1600 o algo así. Luego prohibió el rey de España que se cultivara la vid acá, porque le estaba haciendo competencia a su reino. Entonces nos prohibieron y solo se podía hacer vino para misa. Yo creo que van como 3 veces que se ha ido el vino de la región y regresa por políticas gubernamentales, etc. Esta última, cuando nosotros empezamos a producir vino aquí, plantamos en 2011, en abril, éramos como 7 viñedos, ahorita somos 72. La zona yo creo que ha sido muy favorable, lo que decía de la tierra, pero el principal factor es que yo creo que hemos tenido mucha ayuda del gobierno, porque ven la oportunidad para el turismo, generación de empleos, etc. Hay grandes empresas establecidas aquí hace 40, 50 años, pero eso nos ayuda a todos los chiquitos, jala a los pequeños, ¿no? Entonces yo creo que ese ha sido un factor muy importante. Aquí se conoce como viticultura extrema porque hay muchas cosas en contra. Tenemos granizo, tenemos heladas, pero los vinos de la región que he probado pues están a nivel mundial, ¿no? O sea, sí creo, y por eso está creciendo tanto. Y ya estamos exportando a Estados Unidos, estamos exportando a Alemania.
Ay, qué bueno. Acabamos de ir a Valle de Guadalupe, de hecho, y ellos tienen unos problemas con las calles allá, no hay tanto infraestructura, y también tienen dificultades de exportar. Sí, de hecho hablamos con alguien sobre eso, entonces es bueno que ustedes puedan vender a otras partes del mundo para que ellos puedan probar el vino mexicano.
We didn't plan to spend a lot of time in that vineyard, but that one is the kind of place that is out of the beaten path, and there's a lot of things going on. It's the kind of place that you can stay the entire day.
Oh, that's good. This one's super aged.
The Spaniards didn't only bring the grapes, also the cheese.
Yeah, so the dairy industry is also something that they introduced to this area, and it's a good thing too because cheese is kind of a big deal in Mexican cuisine, right?
Of course, it is, and mix it up with a good wine. It's always a good idea.
Yeah, so we decided to switch it up halfway through the day and now start exploring the cheese part of the wine and cheese route, which of course we had to come here to Boca Negra. It's iconic.
Yeah, it's one of the most famous over here in the area, and it has a very nice restaurant with a very good view.
And that's what we would recommend doing because we actually originally had a cheese tour booked here, but what we found out is that you can actually do a cheese board at the restaurant, and plus you get to enjoy some of the delicious pastas that you had and the pizza that I had. Oh my god.
Honestly, I needed some carbs.
Yeah, honestly. This was the one day Martina and I decided not to eat breakfast during our videos, and
Big mistake.
Big mistake. Huge. Ay, mi amor. Time is flying by here.
If you've been to a wine region, you know that it's not like being to a big mall, so you can just go from one place to another. It takes like half an hour, 20 minutes, or even 40 minutes to go from one place to another. Just
exactly. We had a lot more planned that we wanted to show you guys today. We really had to scale back. One thing we would have loved to include was Tequesquiapan, which is a little Pueblo, Mexico, but time is money, man. We gotta get going to the next place, which we actually have a reservation for.
That's right.
This next vineyard self-proclaims itself as the most Mexican vineyard in Mexico. That's a pretty big statement, but we get it after doing this tour. At first, Viñedos Aztecas founder wanted this to be a charro school.
Charreria is the official national Mexican sport. So basically it's like, probably in the US they will call it like cowboy or something like that, but it was born in Mexico. This is a school but it started only for little kids. I don't know if they're still only for little kids, to create a new generation of charros.
However, as they developed the property, they learned the potential of the fertile soil and began focusing on the art of winemaking. They're known for producing high-quality reds and rosés such as Tempranillo and Malbec, but what really took our breath away here were the grounds.
The estate here is huge, and it was actually built in the 18th century. But what's really impressive to me is that hacienda style. It's so unique to Mexico, so how special to come across a vineyard that's like that.
So beautiful. Yeah, and I'm also amazed about the greenery and the lake and the ducks and the horses and, you know, all
It's so beautiful.
nature.
But it's definitely huge, and they really got their tours down, a whole system. I mean, definitely a very different vibe for what we experienced this morning. Both very different, but still charming. Oh, mucho polvo! Oh no! What would any other YouTuber say in this case? The thumbnail would be like that dust. Would be like, things got crazy.
It's a small tornado. We started with the white, and I really appreciate that they take the time to explain you how to really have this tasting, you know, because a lot of people, they don't know. I mean, we know, kind of, but there are a lot of people, they don't know, and they take the time to explain you. And by the way, this one is a souvenir, like the glass. So I tried 3 wines. The first one, it was a white one, then a rosé, and finally I thought it's gonna be a red one, but no, it was a vermouth. So that was a big surprise. We're gonna put the coast below, so if you want to come over here, we recommend it.
So of the 3 tours that we did, which one would you guys have picked? The first one, San Juanito, the second one, the cheese shop, or the third one, Viñedos Aztecas?
But in the meantime, we're gonna leave a video over here so you can still follow our adventures. Next week, we're going to Peña de Bernal. We're very excited about it.
Another beautiful Pueblo Mágico we're gonna experience. Querétaro is awesome. We love it here. So long,
Travel well.
and make the world your neighborhood. See you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.